Welcome back to another edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. We have signature, retire, postponed, COVID-19, and hashtag Bell Let's Talk. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to another edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is your host, your coach, Coach FRENCHY. We are Thursday, January 28, 2021, and we have over 14 games on the program for the NHL -1, and I'm going to tell you why it's -1 in a few seconds. So first of all, let's start to talk about something I'm really touched because I'm from Montreal, Canada, and something happening today. It's a hashtag Bell Let's Talk. It's all about a mental illness, and we know during that time of COVID and everything's going on around the world, many people struggle. Many people struggle not only financially but mentally. And I think we don't talk enough about the mental illness. We see many players in NHL today talking about the mental illness, and I cannot be more happy and applaud them and congrats them to each team helping this cause called the hashtag Bell Let's Talk. So if you make posts today on YouTube, on Twitter or any other post on social platform with hashtag Bell Let's Talk, Bell's going to give back money, and I think that's all about. It's to helping people serve other people, and if it's your case or if you know someone struggle, don't hesitate to search for help, request for professional helping you where you at, and get out where maybe you're in the dark. Or we are, some people are in the dark. We need to bring lights. We need to show them positivity and to get better. So thanks again, Bell, and don't forget again that hashtag Bell Let's Talk. So let's start with the first breaking news around, and I'm talking about the St. Louis Blues. After the San Jose Sharks announced they're going to bring people in their rink, the St. Louis Blues announced this today, so they have a percentage of people is going to be at their rings during the game. San Jose Sharks return in California in the middle of February, and that's another team. So I believe right now they are between 5 to 7 teams in NHL. They're going to add people during their game at home game. So congrats for St. Louis Blues. We need to get back. We need to be understand. We need to be live with the players. And we, first of all, thank you NHL to entertaining us every single night. But it would be great if everywhere 31 team can open their door to get fans in their building. The second one I want to talk about is something happening today, and the NHL announced they have a situation for between the St. Louis Blues and also the Vegas Golden Knight. They postponed the game, honestly, tonight because of COVID-19. We heard today. I'm going to mention this a little bit later, but Alex Pietrangelo is another player add on the COVID-19 list, and also they have another member as assistant coach for the Vegas Golden Knight, part of this COVID-19. We know last game 2 days ago, the staff of the hockey coaches for the Vegas was not behind the bench. It was the manager Brad McCrimmon took the place at the last minute, but today they decide for the benefit for everything, and they shut down also the facility of the building over there completely to be sure no more case of COVID-19 happening over there. So it's another story to follow for sure. My next, it's about all the injury. I'm going to bring back this one for the injury report in the next couple of minutes. I don't want to jump on it, but I just want to mention this. But the breaking news happening today, it's Jimmy Howard announced today he's going to be retired after 14 years with the Detroit Red Wings. He was a 64 overall pick by the Detroit Red Wings. He's only played with one organization for 14 years, so that's pretty amazing, and a really great accomplishment for him. He played over 543 games in NHL. He have 246 win, 196 loss, 70 uh, tie, and a shootout of 24. He have a game average um, of 2.62 and a save percentage per game of 0.912. Um, you know, they have a good team in Detroit. He was maybe at the end when Detroit was great, but the last couple of years they struggled more and more. And Jimmy a part of this. We just want to wish the best for him. I think we don't recognize enough what he did for Detroit Red Wings, but 36 years old, decide to retire. I think is the best for him. We wish him the best, and maybe he will stay around. We don't know. We don't hear anything about his future. Um, he would be in hockey. He would just be out of hockey. The next breaking news coming from a new signature from the Chicago Blackhawks signed the UFA Madison Bowey for a 2 years contract at $1.450 million. So it's an AAV of 725K per season. We know he was a 53 overall pick in 2013 by the Washington Capitals. He plays so far defenseman, the 6'2", 202, 154 game in NHL. He have 5 goals, 34 assists for 39 points. He have a minus 20 and also a TOI, a time on the ice of 15 minutes and 40 seconds. So a good signature for him. And the rules, every time they sign a new player, every formation or team in NHL have to put him on the waiver list. So he's going to be right now for the next 24 hours on the waiver list. Talking about a waiver list, he's the only one, but also Yannick Weber was clear today at 12 o'clock. So he's going to be part of the team, play for the Pittsburgh Penguins. We talk about the bad situation happening right now with the Pittsburgh Penguins with the defenseman. The next breaking news is coming again. I'm sorry about that. All the 13 game now. Like I said, we lost one game because postponed and Vegas between the Vegas and the St. Louis Blues, but we still have 13 more game around. We can talk about the Pittsburgh to Boston. It'll be very interesting about that one over there. New York Rangers to Buffalo, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Islanders to Washington, Tampa Bay to Carolina. Carolina is back now and to play ready now after the COVID situation. Florida play a second game in Columbus Blue Jacket, one in OT and shootout. I'm sorry. Calgary Flames are visiting Montreal. It's funny. After 324 days, the Montreal Canadiens open up the season NHL 2021, and they didn't have a place in March last season. So that's pretty amazing. Detroit are in Dallas. St. Louis Blues, of course, is canceled to Vegas. Vegas, they closed the facility today. San Jose Sharks are visiting the Colorado Avalanche. Anaheim visit the Arizona. Ottawa are still play the third game. Again, the Vancouver Canucks is going to be a back-to-back game. We know they lost yesterday again 5-1. They are on the five or six straight game losing. And finally, Toronto Maple Leafs play again Edmonton Oilers. It's going to be another matchup between Matthew Allminer versus McDavid. We mentioned this earlier. Is the injury going on around the league. I did not do all the formation. We have too many teams. We have 26 formation team are in action tonight. And I want to be brief tonight with you guys. I don't want to bring all the injuries, but just to let you know what's going on. Washington Capitals, Lars Eller is going to be out with a minor injury. Nicholas Backstrom is going to be back on the lineup. Wilson missed the last 2 games. It's a game decision. So we know only at the beginning of the game if he's going to be back on the lineup. And of course, they have the 4 players on sale. There will be the last game now, 4 game they're missing. Ovechkin, Orlov, Kushenov, and of course Dirk Golden, Samsonov. Pretty sure Vanecek will be back and on the ice tonight for them. Pittsburgh, and I want to mention this because I mentioned to you earlier, they have a struggle with, didn't lose another defenseman. Dumoulin is out with Madison, Patterson, and Ricola. That, and plus now the forward Rodriguez is out. So that bring now Yannick Weber in the lineup. That would be struggle. They have another stories going on about the departure of Jim Rutherford and the fact he could not trade Chris Letang. We don't know too much about what it was involved the trade. I'm going to come back to you tomorrow about that story. Plus, six other people could become the general manager for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Who they are and what would be my select, who I will be my pick for them. New Jersey Devils, it's missing two goaltender because of COVID-19. Now we add Aaron Dell on the COVID-19 protocol list. Already know when Mackenzie Blackwood is there for a couple of years, a couple of days ago. And finally, we know Nico Eshar is still in an injury with a foot problem. And Jesper Bratt is going to be back for the first time, open up his season 2021 with the team. He's clear now to no problem with COVID-19. He have to, he have to move from Sweden to come back to New Jersey. He have to wait 14 days, and now he's ready to play. Boston Bruins, they gave a day off to completely to Rask. They tell him, don't have to be dressed up tonight. We're going to bring you Vladar as the Golden Door backup number 2 to Halak. We know the defenseman Kelsik come back in the lineup after missing two games. But they lost also Jake DeBrusk. He's a day-to-day situation with him, so he's not going to play tonight. And David Pasnak, he's going to not play tonight, but he's going to be, we expect him to see him Saturday night or worst case, Monday. So he's really close to come back and play for the Boston Bruins. They have a really great start of the season with a 4-1-1 so far. For Colorado Avalanche, after a great game, they are going to have Calver now for maybe missing a couple of weeks. And we know already the situation with the goaltender, Franz Schulz. He's already out. So that's the two players are out for the tonight game. The Ottawa Senators lost yesterday their defenseman Wolonin for maybe a weeks or 2 weeks. We'll see happening with him, but he's not going to play tonight. And finally, Vegas lost also McNabb. It's an injury. It's not a COVID-19 relate. It's really an injury for this situation for him. I want to mention also what happening for the COVID-19. We try to bring you the update every time we come here on the show. We have to add on the list now the Vegas Alex Petrangelo. We mentioned also Aaron Dell for the New Jersey goaltender. Join his teammate Blackwood. And finally, Los Angeles Andreas Athanasiou. He is the one to be put on this COVID-19. So it's really interesting going on right now there. But again, before we leave, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel or also on the Facebook page to get all the breaking news around the league on the Hockey Nation live show. And finally, we want to finish this show with this way. Don't forget to hashtag all the posts with the bell. Let's talk. I think is a great thing to do that. And I think, it's a great cause. And again, you have a chance to follow the social platform. You love the NHL. They have a lot of message from different players in NHL talking about the mental illness. And we have ex-NHL players like Shane Corson, Theo Fleury, and those players talk about this also. So, again, listen, it's another busy night. 2 days ago, Tuesday night, you have 13 games. We come back with more 13 games. We try the best we can to bring you. Unfortunately, have to work tonight back on the ice, but we're going to bring the best we can, a couple of news around the league, and we wish you an amazing, great night. And it's time to watching what? Of course, time to watching hockey. Have a great, amazing night, everybody.